Hello everyone, I am Dinesh Chauhan from Gurukul Kurukshetra. Today we will discuss about the first chapter of geography, resources. What is resource? Anything that satisfies human needs is called a resource. Gift of nature like soil, water, forest and minerals as well as human creations such as buildings, roads and so on are resources because they satisfy various needs. Example, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the food that we eat, the minerals that we use, our means of travel and communications are examples of resources. Value of resources. Resources have a value means worth. Metals may have an economic value. Fruits have a nutritional value. A beautiful landscape has a natural value. All are important to satisfy various human needs. There are three types of resources: natural resources, human-made resources, human resources. Firstly, we will discuss about the natural resources. Natural resources can be classified into different groups on the basis of origin, on the basis of stock, on the basis of level of development, on the basis of distribution. Firstly, we will discuss about the on the basis of origin. On the basis of origin, resources can be classified as abiotic and biotic. Abiotic resources, these resources are non-living, for example, soil, rocks, minerals, modes of transport, books, furniture, etc. Biotic resources, these resources are living things, for example, plants and animals. On the basis of stock, resources can be classified as renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources, these resources are one which get renewed or replenished quickly. Some of these are unlimited and are not affected by human activities. For example, solar and wind energy. But careless use and overconsumption of certain natural resources at a rate that exceeds that nature rate of replacement can affect their stock. For example, water looks like unlimited renewable resources, but today pollution, shortage and drying up of natural water sources have become a major situation in many parts of the world. Non-renewable resources, these resources have a limited stock. If these stocks are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to get renewed or replenished. This period is much more than human lifespans, hence it is considered as a non-renewable resources. For example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. On the basis of level of development, resources can be classified as actual and potential resources. Actual resources, those resources whose quantity is known are actual resources. These resources are being used in the present. For example, the dark soils of the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra. Potential resources, these resources are those whose entire quantity or utility is not known. These resources are not being used today because of the lack of advanced level of technology. For example, the uranium found in Ladakh is an example of this kind of resource that could be used in the future. On the basis of distribution, resources can be classified as ubiquitous resources and localized resources. These resources are found everywhere, for example, air, sunlight, land, etc. Localized resources. These resources are found in certain parts of the world. For example, minerals, metals like copper, iron, steel, gold, diamond, and so on. The distribution of natural resources is led by a number of physical factors or phenomena like terrain, climate, and altitude. The variation found in these factors is a cause of unequally distribution of resources over the earth. Human-made resources. People use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, roads, machinery, which are known as human-made resources. Human resources. A human being who can contribute to his family, society, economy is called a human resources. People can change a natural substance into a valuable resources with the help of their knowledge, skills, ideas, inventions, and technology. Human resource development. Improving the quality of people's skills so that they are able to create more resources is known as human resource development. Now come to conserving resources. Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. Today, the rapid growth of population and the increase in consumption has put great pressure on the limited and exhaustible mineral and natural resources. If we are not careful, then even renewable resources can become very scarce and the non-renewable ones can definitely get exhausted. The need for the conservation of resources is essential, which can be done by adopting the following steps. Wise and judicious use of resources. Avoid wasteful methods, reducing consumption, and recycling and reusing things, and so on. Sustainable development. Balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the future is called sustainable development. Some principles of sustainable development are respect and care for all forms of life, improve the quality of human life, conserve the earth's vitality and diversity, minimize the depletion of natural resources, change personal attitude and practices, enable communities to care for their own environment. Now we have a broad views that the future of our earth and its people is directly linked with our potentiality and ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. So now it is our duty to ensure that all uses of renewable resources are sustainable, the diversity of life on the earth is conserved, the damage to natural environment system is minimized. So guys, it's all about this chapter, resources. I hope you all understand the contents clearly. Thank you and have a nice day.